Okay, here we are. We're back at PowerPoint 2003, and I'm going to click on File. We're going to open up a new blank presentation again. And this time I'm going to show you how to use the charting tools in PowerPoint. So what we do is go over here to this icon where it says Insert Chart. And what that does, excuse me, that puts a default chart onto the presentation. And this is basically, this area in here is basically a template. So you can see we have here a vertical bar chart. And what I can do is I can change these parameters to anything I want. Let's put in here that this is, say, bar 1. And you see that that changed that column in there to bar 1. While it was over here, these are what they call legends, and it was east, and then there's a west, which is the darker one, and then north. But I changed the quarter part of it to bar 1. That was the first quarter. It's changed to bar 1. I could change the rest of these as well, but now let's change the value for east. And let's change that from 20.4 to, let's say, 50. Now you see, there it is, it's at 50. It's that simple. You can go in here and you can change any of these parameters to anything that you want. You can add columns if you want. But there's also something that's nice about this, and that is that you can also change the type of chart that it is. So you go over here to Chart and click on Chart Type. And here's all the different chart types. I'm not going to go through them all because there's a lot of them, but here it says column, bar, line, pie, XY, and area. Those are the most common ones, but there's also many other types of charts that are here. So the one that we have is basically a column chart, but a vertical column chart. But we could also make that a bar chart if we wanted to, just by clicking on bar and then saying OK, and boom, there it is. It's now a bar chart. And we can go back here to chart type, and we could change it to a pie chart if we wanted to, and that was one of them that I had in as an example. So we change it to a pie chart, and let's go for it. Let's go for a 3D pie chart. So we'll click on that, and this is an exploded pie with 3D visual effect. So you can press and hold this to view a sample of what it's going to look like. We'll click on OK, and let's see what we get. There it is. It's a 3D pie chart, and that's what it looks like. Now I can go in here and I could put in callouts if I wanted to. We'll just click on the box here, and we'll call this apple pie. And I can click on an arrow and put it in here and point it there, and there it is. It's apple pie. That's a slice of apple pie right there. You could do the same thing all the way around here and name all of these different things the way that you want to. Now, here is the beauty of all of this, and this is what it's all leading up to, and that is that I could go in here to File and Save As. Click on Save As. As far as the Save As type, we're going to save this as a JPEG. So we scroll down here, there it is, there's a JPEG. And that means that we take this slide that is actually a PowerPoint slide that we have created the artwork in, and we're going to save it as a JPEG where we can do anything we want with it that is compatible with a JPEG. So we'll click on Desktop. We'll give this a name. Just call this pie chart. and it'll save it to the desktop. And it's going to ask, do you want to export every slide in the presentation or only the current slide? Well, we only have this one slide, but you can see if you had several slides in here, they could all be converted to JPEGs, even if they were all artwork. So let's just say the current slide. Okay, now that's been saved. Let's minimize this and we'll go to the desktop, and here it is right here. It says piechart.jpg. We'll open that, and you see it opens up in the Windows Live Photo Gallery because it's no longer a PowerPoint. So at this point you can do anything that you wanted to do with a JPEG and be able to save it. Now there's one more thing that I would like to show you on here, and that is that you can use these graphics as ways of getting around duplication of work. And that is that if there's anything statistical, like this pie chart for example, and that might have been in text as far as all of the different percentages of some entity, you could bring it in here and convert it to, take those statistics and convert them to parameters in a chart, and there you would have it. It would no longer be a duplication of effort because now it's a piece of artwork. It's no longer in text in statistical form. And you have to think about those because you can do them with a lot of things. I'll just show you. Let's create another slide, and we'll make that a blank, and I can insert a picture from a file and just go to my hub pages here, and I'll do the one on the Federal Reserve because that's got several of those in there. And I can let's go up one level. No, this is because it's in PowerPoint, so I have to take what I have here. But let's say here is a map that I wanted to put in there. So I can just, boom, there it is. I've got it in there. And we could you could modify that. You could modify it to anything that you wanted. And then save it as a JPEG. Let's go take a look at some other ones here. Bring in a picture from a file. Here's one, transfer of wealth. And this is one of those that has the pie chart in there. I think this is one that I used in an example. And there it is. And this shows the 6 members of the Walton family are equal to $89 billion compared to the total population. So it's up to you as to how you want to use it, but you can see it's a very powerful tool. Okay, thank you for watching.